A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. A Senate report released on Sunday has unveiled a series of alarming failures by the Secret Service that contributed to an assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump during a campaign rally in Butler, Pennsylvania, last summer. The report, issued by the Senate Committee on Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs, detailed how a lack of resources and poor communication within the agency created vulnerabilities that allowed a would-be assassin to target Trump. The report cites a cascade of preventable failures that led to the near-tragic incident, which left Trump injured and resulted in the death of a rallygoer. According to the findings, the Secret Service denied at least 10 requests from Trump's protective detail for additional security resources during the 2024 campaign. These requests included vital resources such as counter-snipers, a counter-drone system, and personnel for a counter-assault team. It was only after the assassination attempt that the Secret Service finally granted a request for counter-snipers, a decision that ultimately prevented the assailant from inflicting further harm. Senator Rand Paul, the committee chair, emphasized the critical role that these counter-snipers played during the chaotic moments of the rally. If he had not had counter-snipers, that assassin would have popped up again, Paul stated, describing how the sniper's presence was decisive in neutralizing the threat. The report also highlighted significant communication breakdowns within the Secret Service on the day of the rally. An agent responsible for gathering intelligence received a tip about a suspicious individual armed with a rangefinder just 25 minutes before the shooting occurred. However, this crucial information was not effectively communicated to Trump's security detail, which could have potentially prevented the former president from taking the stage at the rally. The committee expressed disappointment over the lack of accountability following the assassination attempt. Although 6 Secret Service members faced disciplinary actions, such as suspensions without pay, none were terminated from their positions. The report criticized the agency for failing to take responsibility for its actions, with Paul stating that the Secret Service appeared more interested in covering their own backs rather than addressing the systemic failures that led to the security breach. In response to the report, Secret Service Director Kim Cheadle defended the agency's actions, claiming that her testimony before Congress was based on the information provided to her at the time. Cheadle asserted that no request for additional support had been denied to agents on the ground during the Butler rally. The report's findings come as the Secret Service has implemented reforms in the wake of the shooting. Director Sean Curran announced that the agency has begun to implement 21 of the 46 recommendations made by congressional oversight bodies, aimed at improving communication procedures and clarifying the roles of advance teams. However, the report's authors noted that the agency's internal changes have not yet resulted in the dismissal of any personnel involved in the failures that day. As the anniversary of the assassination attempt approaches, the implications of this report resonate deeply within the political landscape. Trump's friends and aides have noted subtle changes in his demeanor following the incident, suggesting that the brush with death has made him more attentive and grateful. Trump himself has expressed a renewed sense of purpose, believing that he was spared for a reason, and is now more determined than ever to pursue his political agenda. The Senate report serves as a stark reminder of the critical importance of security protocols for public figures, especially during high-stakes political campaigns. The failures outlined in the report raise questions about the effectiveness of the Secret Service and its ability to protect those it is sworn to serve. As the 2024 election cycle heats up, the agency's performance will undoubtedly remain under scrutiny, and the lessons learned from this incident will be crucial in preventing future threats against political leaders. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.